Mr. Watkins, I want to ask you to go ahead and open up the state's exhibit. Now, is this the motor cover that was right by the gate next to the concrete wall of the residence?
Yes.
I can assist you, but if you can step over where the jury is. You could point out to them where it appears that there are shoe wear impressions at the top.
You may or may not see because of the light. If the light hits it just right, you'll see the impression of the shoe right in this area.
And again, was this particular piece of evidence sent for further examination by persons other than yourself?
To our lab, yes.
Are you involved with any of that testing?
No, sir.
For example, question making a duplicate exhibit tag to put on the actual physical piece of that.
Yeah, Judge, I will do that.
Engine cover. Now, can we do a duplicate evidence tag actually put on the engine cover?
Mr. Watkins, take a look at states 3-0 for identification. Do you recognize that?
Yes, this is the electric box cover that was right next to that cover, the motor cover.
And that's the electrical box that you impounded that day? For
Correct.
residence?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This time the state moves 3-0 into evidence?
This is the modified identification 3-0, now becomes exhibit number 37. Yeah, there's two parts to it too. Yeah.
I'm going to hand you states exhibit 37 in evidence and ask you to please open. please point out to the jury which area of the electrical box there appear to be some shoe wear impressions?
This is the top, and again, the shoe wear impressions are in this area here and some over here.
And again, was this sent off to the lab for further analysis and testing?
It was.
Okay. Mark packaging, the item itself.
Did you have an opportunity to prepare a crime scene sketch in this case?
I did.
I want to draw your attention to State's Exhibit 5 in evidence. Is this a portion or a close-up of the crime scene sketch that you prepared that day?
It is.
Showing the defense states 2X for identification.
S is the same?
X.
X.
I'm showing you states 2X for identification. Do you recognize that?
Yes, it is.
How do you recognize it?
This is the sketch that I prepared in this case.
At this point, the state moves 2X into evidence.
Do X to do that?
State Exhibit mark identification 2X, now becomes State Exhibit number 38.
I'd like to have you step down for a minute. You could show the jurors on the crime scene sketch where the gates are located that have the motors and the electrical boxes.
The gates are here, plus the driveway here and here.
And would that be on the south, or is the bottom direction of this crime scene sketch south and the top is north?
Correct. The pool is on the west side of the house.
And this area right in here, would that be next to the concrete wall where the motor box, motor cover and the electrical box were located?
That's correct.
And those are the items that you just testified about, right?
Correct.
Did you have an opportunity to go around the side of the house back to the patio area at any point in time?
Yes.
Let's talk about that. Showing you State Exhibit 24, do you recognize that?
Yes.
And is that the back patio area of the house that you had an opportunity to go into?
This is on the north end of the pool patio, yes.
What did you see when you began to investigate that area?
The screen doors were open to the pool patio area. As we entered the pool patio area, we saw that the pool patio bathroom door was pried. It was open. There were pry marks on the door frame. There was fresh wood chips on the ground below at the threshold of the door. The sliding glass door to the living room was shattered. The accordion door was slightly open. The storm doors were slightly open and appeared to be what appeared to be a projectile hole in the aluminum shutter.
Showing the defense 1R. Take a look at 1R for identification. Do you recognize it?
Yes, I do.
How do you recognize it?
This is the north screen patio door.
And does it fairly and accurately depict what that area looked like that day?
Yes, it does.
State moves 1R into evidence.
Could be admitted.
State's Exhibit modified identification 1R now becomes State's Exhibit number 39.
May we publish?
You may.
So that's the screen door that leads into the patio area.
That's one of two. There's one just like that on the south side of the pool patio.
And this is the one on the north side.
Correct.
Take a look at State's Exhibit 25 in evidence. Do you recognize that?
Yes, I do.
Does that photograph depict the damage that you found on the door that leads to the inside of the house from the patio?
Yes, it does.
You mentioned that there appeared to have been some sort of pry marks also on the door frame for that same door. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Showing the defense states 1T for identification. Take a look at states 1T for identification. Do you recognize it?
Yes.
How do you recognize it?
This is the actual door frame to the pool patio bathroom.
And it fairly and accurately depicts the damage to the door.
Yes, it does.
State moves 1T into evidence.
State's Exhibit modified identification 1T now becomes State's Exhibit number 40.
May we publish? In addition to the damage to the door and the door frame, did there appear to be evidence of that damage that you saw on the ground as well?
Yes, there were fresh wood chips on the ground below.
State's showing 1B for identification. Showing you states 1B. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
How do you recognize it?
This is the doorway or the threshold to that same bathroom.
And does it fairly and accurately depict what it looked like that way?
Yes, it does.
State moves 1B into evidence.
State's Exhibit modified identification 1B now becomes State's Exhibit number 41.
May we publish? Did you take any steps to try and preserve the door frame itself for some sort of future analysis?
We actually removed a section of the door frame above and below the pry area. We took the actual pry area out.
Showing the defense states 3P for identification. P as in Paul. Take a look at states 3P, identification. You recognize that?
Yes.
How do you recognize it?
This is the same box that the item was put in with the case number and identification.
And are your initials on the evidence tape for that particular piece of evidence?
Actually, Detective Van Loan impounded this one.
Were you
Okay.
present with